Hey guys, Paul Anthony here. After we recorded our interview and did our segment on the following day, we realized that our recording was not the best that we could have given you. But due to the real nature of our interview with Greedos, we decided we're going to release it in a as-is state because he had some really, really good things to say. Now, we know that this isn't our best work, and we endeavor to do better in the future. But you know what? The show must go on, and so you get this raw version of the Escape Podcast, Lego Edition, Episode 5. Enjoy.
Hey guys at Gameloft, if you don't have a steady free-to-play base for the pay-to-win people to stomp on every now and then, you end up with a game just full of people paying, and they don't like that. They like to have people. You ask anybody, you ask whales, dolphins, minnows, you ask people that pay to these games, they pay because they want to go past the free-to-play people. They want to crush the free-to-play people into the ground.
And welcome into this episode of the Lego Legacy Escape Podcast. I am your longtime host, Paul Anthony, along with Neil Andrew Eyre, who he's about to eclipse the episodes that Scotty was on. And technically, if you include Lego, you are now you have now surpassed Scotty.
You see, this is what happens. We give the Australians something. We let them get used to it. We let them get good at it, and then we take it back. So, Scotty, it's mine. It's all mine.
So yes, if we go by hours logged, you have now surpassed Scotty with this episode. So I wanted to keep that under wraps. Congratulations, Neil.
Yes, I feel big. I feel tall. But Australians are all short asses, so it's not difficult anyway. To all the Australian listeners out there, I'm British. Deal with it.
All right. Well, now that we've pissed off half of our listening audience, welcome. Guys, it hasn't been too much of an eventful week. We did finally get this past morning when we're recording the first segment here. We did get our 200 gems.
Yeah, we did get that. Was for the guys eating the spicy hot wings, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
yes, it was. So thank you, Gameloft, for that. And we also, I'm going to be forthcoming here. Neil is going to grow a beard in the second segment because we recorded that second segment last night from when we're recording this one. Because we wanted to make sure that we went back to our roots, didn't we, Neil? We recorded the interview.
Yeah, we recorded the interview, absolutely.
And in this interview, we talked to Greedos Greedos in Speedos, just like
Greedos in budgie smugglers,
as you like to call it,
as I like to refer to them,
just like we used to do in recording our things. But for the Lego friendly community, he just calls himself Greedos.
Yeah, it was easier to just refer to him as Greedos or Greedo.
And it was a great interview, so guys, stick around for that.
It was a great little chat, wasn't it?
It certainly was. But let's address the elephant in the room. You are still level 29.
I'm still level 29. I am struggling to motivate myself to play this. I tend to do my farming straight away because it gets a lot of your dailies out of the way. So
yeah.
So you're clicking you're clicking on the characters that you want to farm, and you're plowing through all that energy straight away. And when you use it all up, and you can count on one hand how many tiles you've got for using all your energy with a refresh, it kind of dents your motivation to play the game, because you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to be here for years just trying to get one character maxed out on stars, and that is just I'm. Hey, you know what? I'm not prepared to invest a huge amount of time if there's no payout, and I get it. I'm free to play, so I 100% agree and understand that I am not the demographic. I'm a million miles away from the demographic that Gameloft are aiming this game at. They want people to pay, but hey, guys at Gameloft, if you don't have a steady free-to-play base for the pay-to-win people to stomp on every now and then, you end up with a game just full of people paying, and they don't like that. They like to have people. You ask anybody, you ask whales, dolphins, minnows, you ask people that pay to these games, they pay because they want to go past the free-to-play people. They want to crush the free-to-play people into the ground. So yeah, you need to. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the RNG gods just hate me and they're giving me a particularly low drop rate, but you need to increase the drop rate, not just for character tiles, but for gear as well. I used a 50 crystal refresh, just trying to get one piece of gear to take a character from 3 to 4. Right?
Well,
that
okay,
was it.
so
Just a full 50 crystal refresh. All I'm trying to do is get Princess Argenta from gear 3 to gear 4. That's it. But it's like it's impossible. It's impossible. So speed things up a little bit, guys, for the free to play. I know pay to win will pay to speed these things up, but free to play can't and won't pay for these things to speed up. And if they don't speed up, they'll leave. They'll go to another game. They'll go to that Star Wars game that we always seem to forget the name of, or the new cartoon one that's lots of movies and stuff, or they'll go to that one that's like monsters and dragons and
and some
tigers and bears.
Of,
oh my!
Some victor of dragons.
Yes.
Now, okay, you do have to kind of recognize though that at this moment, Gear 6 is the max.
Yeah, and I get
so that. In a game like the Star Wars game, that would be Gear 7.
I'm roughly around it. Yeah, you could say that. I'm at the equivalent because obviously I'm if 13. So yeah, I'm around about that 7-8 mark. I'm trying to get something
7,
from 6 to 7.
Okay, so going from 6 to 7 at some point in there, every once in a while, you do get in that Star Wars game, you do get a stun cuff that you need.
Oh,
and
yeah.
those are difficult to farm.
Yeah, you'll get a stun cuff or you'll get a stun gun, but yeah, okay, and I completely get that, Paul. But that's one piece. So you've got the other 5 pieces, and you're grinding your butt off to get that 6th piece. It's the complete opposite with me. I've got one piece and I'm grinding my butt off to get 5 other pieces.
Okay. You're trying to get 5 pieces though. In the Star Wars game, you need 50 of them. So the drop rate is approximate. What I notice here, though, I am going to wholeheartedly concur with you on the fact that the tile drops are low. The tile drops are very low. Let me, I'm not extremely, I'm not a whale. I'm an itty bitty dolphin, as we mentioned.
Itty bitty dolphin. Those tiny little fish that people put their feet into and then they eat all the skin off.
I think that would be leeches.
No, they're not leeches. They're little fish. They're little tiny cute fish that just nibble at your toes.
Okay. Well, the fact remains though that I'm going to pull up my thing right now because of the you know entertainment job loss going on right now. I can't go entertain anywhere, so I don't have that disposable income to dolphin more. Now, I will admit that I've got two characters. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I've got one character because I leveled up. Who did I level up? Who did I level up? I leveled up Blacktron Dwayne. Um,
Yeah, you do love your space thing here. I haven't touched Blacktron Dwayne. I think
okay,
don't like him.
so
Useless.
I've got one character right now waiting, and of course the gold crunch is real.
Yeah.
If I had another 200,000, Neil. If I had another 200,000, then I'd be able to level up, but I'd be able to star up my zombie, but I wouldn't be able to level up my zombie because the skill scrolls are also.
Yeah, they are a bit crunchy, aren't they?
They also have a gear
scrolls and gold are a bit. Well, I've been taking the advice from. To be honest with you, I've been taking the advice regarding gold and scrolls. I've been adhering to the advice from fellow content creators and fellow gamers in the Discord community, which has been an absolute wonder. You know, the Discord server for this game.
Mm-hmm.
The Discord server for this game is awesome. I mean, really, really good. Everybody wants to help each other out, you know, with what characters to farm, what gear pieces to go for, you know, the best use of your free crystals, you know, and everybody says, you know, you spend your crystals on that 500,000 gold, and then you spend the same amount of crystals on your scrolls, and that, you know, you don't go nuts with them as soon as you've got them, but, you know, that's what you do. That's what you spend them on because refreshes are useless. So spend your crystals on your gold and your scrolls, and that's the best use of your free currency.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it right now. Until we get Brexpedition, then maybe we can free up some of our crystals to buy ourselves a nice premium pack every once in a while.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I still wouldn't. I mean, if the drop rates are, you know, considering how the oh, for God's sakes, considering how the drop rates are so low, yeah, it's yeah.
So
I would still save it for gold and for scrolls. That's just me personally. You know, I'm always going to save.
And what we can do, and this is, you know, if Gameloft gives us content creators test accounts, what we can do is we can catalog how long it takes.
Yes,
to
we can
farm a character.
Absolutely.
You know, how many refreshes it inevitably takes. You know.
Yes, we can.
I know. But. And that's something that I would love to just get an idea of, and let people know this.
Yeah, absolutely.
For good, for not for good, not for bad, not, you know, just to let them know this is what we're experiencing.
Just for people's edification. That's all it is. That's all it'll be about. It's just to, you know, to educate people. It's like, these are the characters. This is how long it takes to do them. This is your progression from, you know, Pip Town stages 1, 2, 3, 4. This is Glyph Town stages 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll unlock these farming nodes at 3 and 4 and 5, and once you've unlocked them, it'll take you X amount of, you know, that it would be really, really nice to be able to do all of that. It really, really would.
You know what really upsets me here, and we're about to get into kind of the progression here. I'm sitting on Monolith Waste Stage 3, and I could see another Red Benny farming spot. I could see another Captain Reed farming spot.
I've seen Red Benny on that one, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's on one. He's on one. He's on 1-3.
Yeah.
But when you get to 3, he's on 3-3 as well.
He's on 3 as well, yeah.
So, level 35 characters that I'm having to face. I'm level 38, just hit it before firing up the camera here to talk today. So I'm going to get him. He is essentially, unless Benny came to the game and was farmable instead of...
Come on, you really think that's going to happen? You really think Benny's going to be farmable? He's going to be,
he's going to be
show us the
legendary.
money.
He's definitely got to be legendary, but that's my opinion. And yours.
No, they'll have to be. Yeah, it'll be. He will be a legendary one, and you're going to need the space faction to get him on. Yeah.
Why do you think I'm doing that, Neil?
I know that's why you're doing that. I mean, I'm still short one pirate. I mean, I really, really hoped that they would have brought in these 2 new pirates by now, but they haven't.
It's going to happen soon. I mean, I feel it, and I've been right about a lot of things in that space battle game. When I have a feeling, we will have Hank and Scarlet before the end of the month. Is my educated guess.
Right. Okay. Well, your educated guess needs to speed up because Papa needs a 5th pirate. I need that 5th pirate. I really, really need that.
You need a 5th pirate. Let me pull up the pirates here. Let me see what I got. Pirate. There we go. Pirate. You don't have Valiant?
Nope.
All right.
Do not.
Let me find out where his tiles are. Arena shop. Who are you farming in Arena?
Hang on a moment. Let's see. Hang on. Let me just do the filter. Pirate. Confirm. So I'm trying to get Cook Bart at the moment.
Okay. Well, Cook Bart, I did the mini dolphin that they offered at the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I pushed that aside. Okay. All right. Now,
so I'm using my the red currency that you get from doing the
mashup.
Mashup, yeah. That's so I'm like every day I'm going for 3 of his, or every other day. But that's who I'm trying to get. That's who's going to be my 5th.
I just got my 35th tile of Zane just now, using my red energy. So I got your Ninjago.
You got I'll get Ninjago at some point. I know I will. Right. My only problem is it's privately kit. That's why I want these. That's why I want the marquees to come out, because I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed that when the marquees come out, the new pirate marquees come out, that I'll be able to get them at 2 stars, because I'm going to get Cook Bar at 2 stars. My Darwin is at 2 stars. My Captain Redbeard and my Princess Argenta are at 2 and 3 stars. In order to do that 4th tier, or is it the 3rd tier? It's either the 3rd tier or the 4th tier. You need them to be 2 stars. I need 2 stars. I don't just need 5 pirates. I need 5 2-star pirates. It's taking too long.
Okay, so speaking of things that take too long, let's quickly chat. We talked about these challenges last week and what you end up getting.
Mm-hmm.
But on Monday you get everything. On Wednesday you get scrolls in Gear 2. On Tuesday, Friday you get Gear 1. So I mean, there's 3 different challenges: Monday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, then Wednesday, Saturday, and then Thursday, Sunday.
No, I mean, when we were looking at that thing, it's once a week. Each one is once a week.
Well, no, each one is 3 times a week. We're talking about the challenges, Not the
right,
events, but the challenges.
Okay.
So, looking at the challenges, which are just like the daily challenges that they have in the space battle game, but their every challenge is on Monday instead of Sunday. And we're looking at the the coin challenge. Let me hit preview on this. The coin challenge starts out with characters that you beat at level 5. Then it's level 16. Then it's level 22, and that's where you start to grind your teeth, because then you have to face level 32. You jump from 22 to 32.
Yeah, don't forget the 15 to 30.
Well, there's 16 to 22 for gold. We're talking about the gold challenge.
Yeah, no, that's
right
what
now.
I was talking about. Gold. It goes 10,
from
15, 30.
to 30,000. Gotcha. Yeah, that is very true. So you're getting either 30,000 or 60,000. Now, that also being said, after 32, it jumps to 42. Remember, though, Neil, that this is our level cap is 50, and this only goes up to this really only goes up to up by levels instead of what we're used to, where you need to have certain stars. So that is kind of what's the word?
You still need stars for these characters, though.
You do, but having to fight at certain levels via levels instead of full-blown star requirements is a consolation prize that tile drops are so low.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Trying to justify the low tile drops right now is fine, with it being level 50 and gear 6. But so what? They're just going to leave it like that? So what are they going to do when the level cap goes for 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80? And what happens when we're looking at gear 8 and gear 9?
I'm sure they'll release further events.
Further events? It's further events, unless they're dumping absolutely boatloads of gear on us. Doing further events isn't going to alleviate the gear crunch going from 3 to 4. If they make, it a level cap from 56 to 50 to 60, 60 to 70. Let's say for argument's sake that it goes to 9 and 70. There's a gold crunch, there's a scroll crunch, and a gear crunch at gear 6 level 50. That's not going to change. It's just going to make it even more frustrating trying to get to 60 and gear level 9. Unless they change the drop rates.
You and I have not gotten to that far off.
No, we haven't hit 50 yet.
We haven't hit 50 yet.
So but our guest does. Our guest has hit 50.
Our guest has hit 50. Mm-hmm. That is very true.
How jealous I am.
We said, sadly now we recorded that yesterday. We could ask him about that, but he did say, I believe that the gear crunch is real, or the gold crunch is real.
And the gold crunch, yeah.
I'm sure he still sees it at 50, but that's because he's now going after other factions.
Yes.
Gearing up other characters.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. I'm not for as you said, they don't have to go after the free to play people, but they need the free to play people to make the whales happy, so the whales have somebody to beat up on in the schoolyard.
Yes,
I understand.
That's what we're there for. We are there, right? We are there to be crushed by the whales, But obviously, every now and then we get our token victories against the whales. It's like, sometimes we get that win that just makes us feel good. It's like, I've got my 1 out of 100 against someone that paid a load of money. Well, that's just, that's what it feels like.
It takes
like
one
that
to get something nerfed.
Yeah, I feel like, it makes me feel good when I beat someone that has spent a lot of money in the game, and it doesn't happen very often. Just like people that spend lots of money in the game feel that same level of satisfaction when they beat someone, when they grind someone. It's like, take your piddly little pathetic squad arena and go away. Come back when you're worthy to face me in battle. So my reaction to beating them is exactly the same as their reaction to beating me.
Well, I certainly
have symbiotic.
I certainly have some fun. I have some fun news to share with you coming up in this break. And next week we get Lego Llama will be our first commercial. She's gonna record something for us, so we will have the llama debuting on the Lego Legacy Escape Pod.
You guys out there in YouTube land, you guys that aren't fans of Star Wars and your Lego, you're in for a treat. You're in for a real treat.
Yeah. I don't know if we're getting story time. I don't know if she's quite ready.
No. They can't have story time. Story time is TM'd. Story time is TM'd to the Escape Pod cast.
This is the Escape Pod cast.
No, it's TM'd. It's TM'd. It's copyrighted. It's a Star Wars thing, so it'll have to be titled something else, I think.
I'll think about it.
But it'd be good to have her. It'd be good to have her.
But it will be certainly good.
Tall Tales with the llama.
Or stepping on a brick with the llama.
Yes. More painful than stepping on a brick.
Guys, coming up after this break, we have our interview that we recorded just last night, and Neil will magically grow his beard back for one second. And we really appreciate you. If you guys have enjoyed the show so far, hit the subscribe button down below. I don't care about the likes. That'd be fine if you do like it. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button and tell all your friends how much we suck. Hey, at least you watched us.
Or if you like one of us but thinks the other sucks, make sure that you let us know who it is you suck. Who sucks and who you like. Because you can't like and dislike, so you could like, but then say, I was going to dislike it because Paul sucks or Nev sucks, or I was going to like it, but Nev sucks or Paul sucks. So, have some fun with it,
But next week as well, if you do like one of us over the other one, next week we will also be putting Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed. You see our characters in the thumbnail. You will be able to own shirts with our Lego characters, or you'll even be able to get a llama as well.
Mm-hmm.
A Lego llama.
Okay. That's going to be good. That's going to be good. So it's that time of the day. It's time to transition over to our interview, mate. We need to use movie magic, just like they do in Wayne's World.
The power of Wayne's World.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So let's head over to Greedo in 3, 2, 1. Look over there.
Put some effort into it.
Neil, we have our very first guest right here on the Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed Escape Podcast.
Oh my goodness, that is lovely. Who is it? Who's our first guest? Who's the first victim?
We have somebody who calls himself Greedos in Speedos, or just Greedos for short.
Greedos, yeah. Well, I'm not saying Speedos, because Speedos are budgie smugglers. So yeah.
Well, he is known as Sinister Desert Outlaw. He is a level 50 player already.
Level 50, dude, you're smashing me.
Bringing up the big guns right now,
Yeah, no, you're absolutely smashing me, mate.
And he just came onto the scene last week, and I have been loving the content that this guy is putting out. Greedos, welcome to the show, my friend. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me, and I'm so happy that you're enjoying the content. I've been watching your content a lot and been getting ideas off of that, so I'm really happy to be here.
Well, I mean, you came out swinging, and I'm absolutely, as I said, I'm loving it. Your first video was Lego Legacy Top 5 Beginning Characters to Farm.
Yeah.
And then once again, you told people what to spend gems on. And
yeah, I didn't want them to repeat the same mistakes that I kind of made when I was leveling up. And it makes a lot more sense because you're going to be spending gems with your real hard-earned money. You want someone that's been in the game for a while to know the ropes and to give you the lowdown of what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. So you say for a while, were you in a soft launch group?
I started somewhere, I think, near the end of October. So I've been going for a good 5 or 6 months now. Yeah.
Did you move?
Okay.
Did you move? The people that were in the soft launch shard, the arena shard, they were able to move to a new one. Did you move to a new one, or did you stick around in your old one?
No, there was no way I was going to be able to move from my shard. Yeah. I've been in the top 10 of the first beta shard for, I don't know, the last 4 months. So they always post screenshots. They always see who's up there. So if I message them being like, hey, can I move over to this one with level 12s? They'll be like, I don't know about that, man.
So how did you tell us, how did you get on the soft launch, the beta launch so soon in? Because obviously you were soft launch and now it's a regular account. It's not like it's a test account or anything like that. It's completely regular like everybody else's. It's just that you've been playing for 3 months longer than everybody else. So how did you get involved so soon, so early?
Well, my best friend and me used to play Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, and he always looks for brand new games and what's up and coming. And we were kind of getting tired of Star Wars, so he's like, well, there's this another game, Lego Legacy Unboxed, that is pretty much like Star Wars, but it's a lot more free-to-play friendly, and it's just a lot less upkeep. Because I find Star Wars, it's you have to do the daily grinds of the arenas and everything, guild stuff. In this game, it's oh, cool, I've done everything I need to do in 10 minutes. Easy, I can get on with my life. I like it. So,
but you need to be playing twice a day in order to get your second shot at events. Remember that.
That's true. Yeah. I do that sometimes. I'm kind of a night owl myself, just because I work as a bartender. So I get off work and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just farm that second time. But now I've been getting into a bit of a better sleep pattern, so I've been missing it lately.
Well, as a fellow restaurant worker, I'm a guest service coordinator in a restaurant. Also has a bar. I know exactly what you're going through, and apparently, a lot of us that have charisma that can be behind a bar or whatnot. We also don't have those restaurant jobs right now in the face of COVID-19, do we?
No, we don't. It's kind of scary right now. I'm on EI, so that's keeping me afloat. But if this goes on, for you, you're in the industry as well. If that happens for another 6 or 7 months, it's gonna be tough.
Well, we're this isn't the COVID-19 interview, but at the same time,
Bat flu. Stop saying The C word. If you keep saying the C word, we'll get deranked, demonetized. I know we're not monetized yet, but when we do get monetized, yeah, we need to start calling it the bat flu. Or the lager illness. Right? It's bat flu or the beer/lager illness. Because, YouTube don't care about
I'll
those.
take the lager illness.
Lager illness.
But the thing is that this could last for people like you and I, Greedo, for till into May. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, Labor Day or Memorial Day, whatever that one is. It's late right now when we're doing the interview. I'm sorry, but I think that's when things will start to turn much better. Now, that being said. As I mentioned, you've been released video every single day this past week, haven't you?
Yeah, it's kind of like my newfound hobby. Since I'm not working, I have time to pursue something that I really enjoy doing. And back when I was in university, I took a little bit of acting school. I was always interested in movie making. And so I never really got into doing that. But this is sort of another way for me to strike that up as a hobby. And I've just been obsessed with it. Before last week, I didn't know how to even use Photoshop, how to do a basic on a picture. And so I taught myself a bunch of stuff. And I've been helped by a few other people in my guild. Bricko's helped me to start making videos as well. He's given me some tips. So I'm really thankful for that as well. But yeah, it's going to become probably a really full-time hobby now, I think.
And that's the great part of it, is that this can be a hobby that can also possibly support you down the line.
Yeah.
So, I shared a story of another content creator that was in your exact same shoes. We're not going to mention them by name, but I mean, let's just say that they can now monetize quite well and have turned it into their full-time job.
Well, I just hope that Lego Legacy, I know Lego is big, it's really well known in the world, but I hope it's a big enough IP that draws enough people to the game so that they start viewing and watching this content, because it's a really good game for people to start playing. It's really friendly for people that do not want to spend. And it's
Lego is the number one selling toy in the world. All they do is sell Lego. Literally, all they do is sell building bricks. Number 2 is Mattel, and Mattel sell hundreds of different toys. Lego sells one toy, building bricks.
Now, they also are the largest tire manufacturer in the world, believe it or not, because they make all those little itty-bitty tires. I am not kidding. They make more tires than Goodyear.
Wow.
Fun Lego fact for you.
I guess now, that every year is a good year for them.
That being said, Neil and I just talked about it in the first segment, that there is a possible dark horse that could threaten Lego, and that's the new Disney game that came out. Have you touched that at all?
No, I haven't touched it at all.
You're gonna have problems the second you load it up.
Neil's loving it. I'm so on it because I see a lot of the addictive mechanics that I fell into. Mm-hmm. But Lego, to me, I'm a bigger AFOL than I am a classic Disney fan. And when I say classic Disney, I mean the animations and the Pixar stuff. We're not counting Marvel. We're not counting Star Wars. I'm the most a Star Wars fan than a Lego fan.
Yeah,
I think it could be good for both games. I think that the Disney game could be good for Lego if, and it's a big if they actually bother to compete with each other. And what I mean by compete with each other, instead of just saying, oh, well, we're going to charge the exact same amount as you for our crystals. And, this, so Swagger Raid Shadow Legends, all of them, they all charge the exact same amount for the in-game primary currency. So if Lego wants to compete and outbeat the Disney one, they undercut them by half. It's like, well, their in-game currency costs you $99 and you'll get X amount. For us, you'll get it twice. So you'll get twice the fun for the exact same amount of dollars. That is competing. Or they'll simply do the exact same. It's like, so Disney's like, oh, well, that's what Lego's doing. So we'll charge the exact same for our primary in-game currency. If Lego does nothing, then it's going to be a problem. They're not going to, it means they're not competing. It means they're happy to just be in the market. I think it could be good for Lego because Lego could be, you know, trailblazers within the mobile, you know, this, you know, the RPG mobile game, and they could be like, you know what? No. We've got a competitor. We need to be better than them. Our game needs to be faster. We need to put on more events. We need to introduce more characters. We need to make our primary in-game currency cheaper than them. Because everybody that starts that game for an hour, you've got Lego and you've got Disney. You've got Cactus Girl versus Aladdin. You've got Chicken Soup Guy versus Captain Hook. Who do you think's going to win if the games cost the exact same price as each other?
Yeah, that's true. Nostalgia will probably win out on that one.
But if Legos truly competes, and I really, really hope they do, and I'm going to be banging this, really going to be banging this off in their Discord server, it's going to be like, you're going to die unless you compete. And I mean really compete. Not just play beside and throw loads of ads and try and get lots of content creators to make content. If it's the exact same game at the exact same price, it's not competing. And it's IPs that are competing. So what do you think about that?
I think they're going to... Oh,
go ahead, Greedo.
Oh, I was going to say, like, I think they would listen if, like, a lot of people spoke up about that, because the devs so far have been really good at listening to the player base. I mean, we've been asking for a few things. We were asking for the ability to boot people from a guild. They implemented that. They were asking for more gold in game, and they're going to give us that with Brixpedition.
Yes.
They've been asking, like, we've been posting a lot of stuff under suggestions, and they just keep on saying yes. And I think that's, like, really good of them. That's better than other games. I could say, like, for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, the devs don't even listen to you. They don't even talk to you. In this one, you can actually, like, have an open channel with them. And
the response time is definitely faster with these devs. Much faster.
Yeah.
I love talking to Lena. Lena is one of my favorite community members. Her and Abbott.
Yeah, they're both gems. I like both of them.
So it's kind of funny that Neil talked about the cost of things, because a video that got a lot of it gave me a lot of emotion that you posted was $100 pack pulling. What does it get you? I noticed some sarcasm in there, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not that subtle, am I?
And when he pulled the big pack of Dr. Kelvin, the greatest character in the game.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm on the hype train for Dr. Kelvin, even if people hate her, but, like, she's definitely underwhelming, to say the least. But I think it's funny that the devs have been playing a little bit of comedy with her. Kind of like, she's going to be needed for this. Well, do we actually know if she's going to be needed or not? I mean, you never know. But there's other characters that definitely are like that, like Poppy, for instance, or like Minor Clay that I think I joked about as well.
Yeah. Top 10.
Yeah.
So who are you? Paul, go ahead.
I was just going to say, he did pull 2 pulls of Deborah and Gromwell.
Oh, that was nice.
He did, yeah.
How many character tiles each pull?
15 to 10, I think he got.
Yeah, something around there. He got all right. I'd say, like, average pulls. When I actually did $100 pull when I first started the game, and I didn't record it because I wasn't recording at the time. But when I did, I got some pretty good pulls. Like I got enough for a 3-star Yuppie. I got a Highwayman. I got like a Burnibus, some other stuff, like some really good characters in the game that let me. Oh, I also got Lloyd at the time as well.
See, I've been farming for Lego Ninjago since the beginning, and I know it's probably going to take me 6 months just to get one of them because of the drop rate of the tiles.
It's worth it.
I'm pure free to play, by the way. I don't
this.
buy anything.
I want to say this. I'm still on the space train.
Oh, yeah.
I am still on the space train, even though Kelvin is going to get a rework. I'm still on the space train, and I'm going after it because if anything that we've seen, like we talked about in the first segment, where you need pirates to get pirates.
Yep.
If they ever release Benny, you better believe I'm going after him.
Oh yeah. Well, also, I think you're smart for doing that as well with going for space, is because there's a Gorwell's Gear event that happens once a week, and we all know how these games turn out to be. They're eventually like a gear crunch, and you're going to be way ahead of the game if you're farming that already.
And Neil has his issues with this whole with this whole level and gear thing too. I know we're kind of rehashing the first segment here, but with how the levels jump in those gear events,
I don't like the way that they go from 15 to 30.
It's pretty tough, I must say. It is tough.
Because I've been between level 15 and 30 forever. I don't know when I'm going to get past level 30. But even when I get past level 30, that's not the problem. It's the stars and the gear. I don't have the characters at the correct star or gear level. So even when I hit level 30, I'm still only going to have 2 characters. Because I need to star up all of the other ones, and I need to level up all of the other ones, and I need to gear up all of the other ones, and it's taking forever. And 15,000, that's all it is. That's all I'm getting at tier 2. 15,000 is pathetic. It's not going to do me squat.
No.
What am I doing?
Not good at all.
I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's a grind every single day because I'm free to play. I am not pay to win. I will not spend a dime on this. That the whole point is that I give a pure free to play perspective on this game.
And I give a small dolphin.
He's a small dolphin.
I'd say I'm a small.
And obviously, the thing with me is, as free to play, I'm going to be more critical than someone who is pay to win because the wall that is there for me as free to play is not there as someone who is prepared to pay a little bit in order to make progress a little bit faster. So
I think the game should be like easier for free to play because like if you're drawing in more free to play players because the game is easy and approachable, then the chances of them spending like $20 or like $15 or something like that on an upcoming event in the future, that's just gonna like increase revenue for the game. And it's better to have that than like a bunch of people just spend like a few select people spending a ton of money, like a Kraken or a whale.
Yeah, well, that's the response to me saying, I'm critical of this, and this. The game responses whale harder. I'm just waiting for them to say. You see that's I don't get a response. For me, because I'm free to play, it's silence. If I'm critical on these specific points, it's like, well, we didn't make this game for you, but we're not going to say that. We made this game for people we want to pay. So if you were paying, we'd probably answer for you. But you're free to play, so we don't really care. We need you so that the people who are paying have someone to beat. Because that's what you guys paying need us so that, we're the cannon fodder.
That's true.
What were you going to say, Greedo?
I was going to say, I feel like that's true. But also, I feel like they're trying to help us out a bit. Like, with a few of the new events coming out, like Brickspedition is going to be, almost like Galactic War, where you just get some free stuff per day. What's the other thing? It's going to be Brick Space events. That's going to be, event. It's going to bring in some more currency or something, make it easier for free to play, hopefully.
Oh, not another currency. Please, not another currency. Too many currencies.
No, just another energy. That's all. Just another energy.
Just another energy. All right. And the last thing I was going to say was the devs have been pretty good. Like, even when there's like maintenance or the game goes down, they're pretty good at like rewarding us with like some sort of like gems or energy or something. That's really nice of them. I like that. As long as it's like 3 chewy shards, like
it went down. They expected it to, and this is from what I understand, it was down for 2 hours. Just yesterday, we're recording this on Tuesday. It was down for 2 hours. They only originally expected it to be down for 1 hour. So because of that, some people lost their energy pulls, and so they gave us energy.
Yeah,
it was great.
That's great. That just shows that they're listening, like to some degree.
See, I love opening my inbox and seeing free stuff in it. It's like the best feeling in the world. It's like, there's 5. So I'm rubbing my hands together. It's like, there's 5 notifications in my mailbox. I wonder what free stuff's going to be in it. And then I'll click on them all, and on every now and then it'll be nothing. I'll be like, really? You just made me open 5 letters for nothing? And then other days it'll be like 5 things, and here's 20 crystals. Here's 50. Here's 40. Here's 30. Here's 50 energy. And I'm like, yeah, it's good in there. Like a kid in a candy store, and then I go and play with all my free stuff.
On the launch day, I liked the event that they had. It was like per day you get a certain amount of crystals for the amount of people that are joining, or something like that. I forget what it was. It was the Lego house. That was great, because like every day it gave you something to wake up to, and you're like, oh, cool, 50 crystals, sick.
Yeah, and that's I absolutely 100% agree with you on that. And so tell us a little bit. So you said that you're we want to get to know you in this. You said that you're a small dolphin.
Yeah.
What were you in other games?
So I was never like a huge spender. The only other game that I really played that was similar to this was Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, and I think I played that for over 3 years, and I spent maybe $700 like over those 3 years. And
what did you spend for?
Okay, so I think the first event that I spent for was Darth Revan. That's when I whaled out for that event. I spent like $300 on that just to get him, because I was so tired of the meta at the time. I was just like, I need to, or else I'm going to quit this game. Like, it was ridiculous.
So many Jedi Knight Revens.
And now look at you.
Oh, what's that?
So many Jedi Knight Revens.
Oh yeah, there was like a year-long meta. It was just like, give me a break, please.
And for me, it was the fact that I finally caught up with gas. I literally unlocked Anakin while I was standing under the Millennium Falcon at Disney World.
Nice.
So, I got a nice smile out of that. But the whole Jedi Knight, or the whole whale inspiration, for me it would be Benny. I think we already covered that a little bit.
So you're going to be whaling when Benny comes to this game. What character would make you well, Greedos?
I'm gonna probably whale for Ninjago, just because they're my favorite faction in the game right now. And if they come out, I want to be competitive in the arena. My team is competitive right now, but I feel it's gonna fall off. And there's just something about like guys with swords that are awesome. I don't know, like I want the four-armed guy. I want like my type of Grievous in this game. That's Garmadon. Just let's call him Grievous, and that's it.
Lego Grievous.
Lego Grievous.
Well, I mean, we have Lego Wampa.
If they
and Yeti.
brought the game, I would wail for Lego Grievous. That would be amazing.
I just want to say,
he does. He does have his Lego sticker book. and Neil loves his Lego sticker book.
Oh, yeah, my
Old
favorite
Ben.
set
See, look, they can
growing
put
up-
that in the game. Imperial Pilot,
there
they
you
could
go.
put that in the game. Oh, look. Rebel Han, they could put that in the game. And then there's all of the... Oh, look, it's you. It's
Hey,
you.
it's me! How much am I?
Oh no, it's just a sticker. It's just a
It's
sticker
just a
book.
sticker book,
so,
mate. It's just a sticker.
But they could put Cody in the game.
Look at
There you
all
go.
these unused stickers. See, it's all Lego.
Honestly, Star Wars Lego was my favorite thing growing up. Like, that was my favorite set. That's what made it for me.
For me, it was Pirates. So when I see Blackbeard, when I see LaQuay, when I see all them, I'm sitting there, especially the Imperial, because I had the big Imperial ship.
Yeah,
That was one of my gifts for Christmas one year.
so jealous. I remember
Well, no, I shouldn't say it was one of my gifts. It was my gift for Christmas one year. And I love the little Imperial guys. I just wish they were worth a damn.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I had a similar thing. My mom, for my birthday one year, she bought me. It was the Johnny Thunder Temple of Doom set or whatever it was, the jungle one, and that was like the biggest thing at the time. I was like, okay, this is amazing, and I still have it. I still have all those pieces from that set. Like, even back to when I was 8, I think I got the Marine. I can't remember what it was called, the Marine Biologist set. There's like a submarine with a bunch of guys with the sharks and everything. Love that. But the one set that I'm super excited for in this game that they have is the Alien set. The ones with like the triangle head masks. Locust is one of them. Those guys, I love that set.
It's going to be, it will be awesome once they expand into, I mean, there's so much, and this is what I've been trying to tell Neil. There's not really backstory to all of these except for Ninjago and Lego Movie characters.
Yeah.
The rest are basically, you played with your imagination. So you have your own backstory, and that's where the nostalgia factor for us AFOLs comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
So, you, as I mentioned in this interview, you have been putting out videos almost once a day. 2 hours ago from this recording, you put out a meta report with Bricko. What else do you have in the pipeline coming up? What's we're going to probably be releasing this Thursday morning. So, I mean, if you tell us something that's going to end up happening on Wednesday night, they're going to be like, it's already out, Greedos.
Well, I mean, I got 2 videos. One was like a little bit covered in Bricko's video, but I don't know if we covered it to the full extent. I'm pretty much going to be talking about Pirate and Castle and why those are the 2 most important free-to-play factions to farm first, just because you won't have to spend all your gems on XP scrolls or on gold, because you'll have them for the events. There's more to talk about that, but I'm going to put it in the video. And there's another one that I'm making, and it's kind of like a little, it's something that a lot of people probably wouldn't know about. Oops, that's my phone going off. Chewbacca. The other one is pretty much if you have an Android phone, or if you're in the Android system, I'm going to show you guys how to get 3 free premium packs. So you do this little loophole and you get them. It's not exploiting or anything like that. It's just you download it from the Galaxy Store and you got it.
One.
So that's going to be something that you guys
Can I do it on BlueStacks?
Yeah, you can do it on BlueStacks.
I will be looking for that video.
Looking for that video. I will be testing that video, and if it does not
I'll
work,
be
I will be
it.
coming for you for that video.
I'll be filming it tonight, so it'll probably be up maybe tomorrow.
Neil getting premium packs. Watch this free to play jerk end up pulling a max shard
live, just to rub it in
I
your
would
face,
love that.
Paul. Once I've learned how to do it from Greedos. then yeah, I'll do it live. I'll do it live on my channel, just like I went live earlier on this morning. Let's see what we get from these 3 premium packs. Oh look,
Yeah,
I've got
right?
a maxed out Benny.
Oh, I would launch you out of an escape pod right now.
Oh look, I've got another maxed out Benny. Oh look, I've got another maxed out Space here. Oh wow, look at that. Paul, are you jealous yet?
Yes.
Well, I'm doing it live just to see if I can get it.
I was pretty jealous, actually. I showed one of the guild members how to do it, and he pulled 200 shards of Yuppie. So that was pretty insane. I was like, okay, why did I even show you this? I'm so jealous now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, Greedos, it has been the utmost pleasure to talk to you today. You know, we know that it's getting late there, and you're getting phone calls with a llama going off or whatever that was.
That's my girlfriend's ringtone. She's Chewbacca, so.
Seriously, does your missus know that's what noise your phone makes when she sends you a message?
Oh yeah, she knows it.
And she hasn't slapped you until next Tuesday yet.
Not yet, nope.
All right. So guys, we've had the final interview with Greedos before his girlfriend throws him off the bridge.
Death, yeah.
Yep.
But thank you so much once again for taking some time out for us. Before we let you go, is there how do people find you? And B, is there anything that you'd like to say to the community?
Okay, well, you can find me on the Discord, Lego Legacy official Discord app. I'm there. I'm Greedos. Or you can find me on YouTube at Greedos in Speedos. And if I have anything for the community, I would want to just I know there's a lot of people saying that they want this update, more content to come. Just say be patient right now, because there's some good stuff coming down the pipe, and they're working as hard as they can. We know that they lost maps recently, so there's a lot going on. They're trying their best. Let's just give it to them. They're being good so far to us. So I got nothing but respect for the devs and everything. And the community is awesome as well. So,
excellent.
Well put.
Well, we are actually we're not going to take another break, guys. We are going to call this the end of the show. And we certainly do appreciate you tuning in for this episode of the Lego Legacy Escape Podcast. And join us in that push to 1,000. Also, go subscribe to Greedos while you're subscribing to places on YouTube. Hit us, click the description down below, find Greedos' link, go subscribe to him, because this content creator right over here, right?
Yeah.
Right over here. Right over here. I've been doing that all day. This content creator right over here is going places. He is going to be one of your one-stop shops for all of your Lego Legacy short videos. We're your podcast. He's one of the big content creators for Lego Legacy. You're gonna want to get on the ground floor. But help us get that push to 1,000. I'm still looking for something Lego related to throw in there. But the faster we get going towards it, the easier it'll be for me to find something. And then Neil will donate his hair to the Little Princess Foundation. You laugh, but we have him and also one of our other listeners who have both pledged their hair once we get to 1,000.
Oh my God. You have to do a video with no hair after that. No tubes. Oh. You can't cheat.
He's gonna live stream when he goes for the cut. So nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. As I always say, be nice to each other, damn it. And Neil, push the button, my friend.
You got it, mate. Ta-ta for now, folks.
Ta-ta.